So it's Galio Lux bot, so Doom's going to be on Lux.
Yep.
It's going to be Snitch on the Z, obviously. Random we're playing the Jack, so we're going to see Seven playing the Diana, very heavy AP comp. It is a very strong anti-AP comp with like the Alistair there. Alistair is very good against burst AP champions just because of his ultimate. Shen pretty decent as well.
You got the Galio shielding with the ultimate, the AP shielding. You got the Lux shielding as well on top of that. You got all the crowd control that they have to offer, and then as we saw yesterday, Game Changers, Diana coming in as well with the ulti.
One of the things, it's that. Where is Shen jungle? Wait a second. What? Why is 7 on Shen?
All right.
Okay.
All right. We need to just.
We need to
Whoa. Okay.
Diana
before anything.
On the other side, Diana and Shen are switched. Okay.
Before anything, Shen jungle.
Yeah.
In patch 3.5a, there was a huge, massive buff to Shen jungle. Like, I'm so excited for Shen jungle because a lot of ranked play has been played with Shen jungle. Got a buff to the monster damage, got an AoE auto attack now on his first ability, and he is one of the fastest clearing on gold. 7. Oh, there's an ulti in top lane. There's the Shen.
All random. The flash out from Zawa.
Zawa with absolutely nothing, but he survives, and the first kill actually worked. Zawa,
it's a bit more one-dimensional than I'm used to seeing from Riggs' drafts. Usually their drafts aren't as one-dimensional as this.
This is obviously the bonus of having the Alistair in there. You can get the headbutt in there.
Oh, the
pulverized down, and that's going to be a dead co.
Never get the charge.
And the charge never came through, and that's the bonus of having that Alistair in there.
Literally, the headbutt like denies the charge, and then it resets completely. So that's absolutely brilliant there from Clue. Saved the day. I think
took around too long, I think. Oh, he's got out.
I think he survives.
Yeah.
A little bit of a mistake there from Core, to be honest, because he overstepped a little bit, but really nice proto belt as well into the pulverize from Clue. That's your fight happened in Baron lane as well. 7 with the ulti.
And they're going to go for the tower. This is exactly the kind of play they want to make. Are they running double demolish? That's what I'd like to know if they're running double demolish.
I mean, 7 already, 2
he
got the one with the 1v1 kill, I guess. He kind of solo kill in the end.
Pulverize comes through. Zawa should be able to back away from this one, though. There is the Stand United coming through, but it's a little too late. Doesn't matter. They're going to tower dive. Zawa goes down anyway. Now they can turn this onto Sko. They're still tanking out the tower. Clue's tanking as much as he can. In comes Doom to try and help out. He gets the shields down, and they should be able to back away freely. Another kill going Riggs' way.
Loving the Comet enchant from, or Meteor, I say Comet, Meteor. The Meteor enchant from Quo, just being able to clear out those waves consistently. Actually quite a nice heads-up play, knowing that just needs that to help alleviate some of these pushes onto the towers. They are pushing down mid, though. You can see right now.
That's why they're coming down. They're ignoring the Herald getting down there, but the tower is under pressure. Now they're about to catch Snitch off guard. Snitch gets taken down, and it is a 1-for-1 technically across the map there with Vex down as well. So in the end, they're going to go in, but it's another catch. Sko gets caught out. 7 taken very low, but he's got the shields to come through. Zawa taken out. It's going to just be his Mimic that will fall, and Zawa now is going to put the pressure on 7. That's a risky Herald.
The big thing is that Vex is still dead for 4 seconds, so this is Rix's only opportunity to try and get Rift Herald, but 7 is very low. They are just going to take it in the end and back away. Don may be looking for a play.
Don absolutely wants to play. Goes for Clue. Should be able to he lives the flash away, and now Random comes back in. He's going to get bound down, but there's nothing to come from it, and gets away. Clue, that's a double survival run from him on Alistair. Oh, Random stuck around too long possibly here. Don did catch him with the Crescent.
Stand United!
Here comes Stand United. That's going to be
turn it around.
Back in the party. Can he get the taunt on Don? No, he can't quite land it. Max range, and now Random's in trouble. He's going to turn back around. Quote comes in, but he's got no mana. Can't get involved. There's no use for the Karma with no mana at the moment. Don tries 7 goes back in. The taunt does land, but there's no damage to back it up, and that's going to be Don backing away, back and forward action. Good God, I need a breath.
I mean, meanwhile, mid lane as well. Snitch actually dies in the mid lane. Clue's going to get towered over as well. He dies in the back.
Come in with Stand United, gives that big shield. There's not a lot of damage to follow up. Random's in trouble. He's not going to get away from this one this time around. The Stand United
again.
But there's no thing to follow through. He gets the taunt down.
They're going to kill him.
Oh, they're going to get Scopes and gold. 7 can get 1. Can he get the second? Gets the taunt onto Don. He will get Don down. Now, can he turn it onto Scope? No, I don't think so.
4-0-2 now. Shen jungle.
Clue had enough mana to do the combo, actually, but he does.
Oh, the score!
It doesn't manage to get the pulverize down. The headbutt came in, but it got instantly stopped out. They are going to force him away from the Dragon, though, and Formulation don't want any of this. They're going to try and switch it around. The Dragon now going to get taunted out.
Need to take this.
In there. Clue's going to be the man that comes in. Zawa goes in. He tries to go through. It will be 7 that gets the Dragon.
Oh, Vex!
Saved once once again, another death-defying jump from Seven works out. And I tell you what, formulation are all so low, they've got to back away. Random goes down, Vex goes down.
Stan United again in the bot side, onto Snitch this time.
Back onto Scar, but look at Zawa. Zawa's got nothing. Seven's trying to get towards him. Don's got nothing, but they're all going to try and recommit. They're all so low at the moment. There's multi-kill going on here. Doom comes in. He could have cleaned up, but it's not going to be the case. And they get themselves another.
Bro, Clue right now.
Maybe,
I would say probably Wit's End, just because.
Don's only has a health crystal as
Don's
well.
in trouble. Don's getting collapsed on the top lane. You can see he's going to get caught out. There's nothing they can do about this one. He's walking straight in. Clue's even going to join the party. Sko comes in, but that's straight into a pulverize. Now the rest of the team arrives. Snitch is trying to get away from this one. Vex is all over him. Trying to get the isolate. Clue comes in to stop the isolate. Pulverizes him away. And now where's Sko going to go? Vex just abandons him. Sko flashes away. But meanwhile, in the mid lane, you can't leave a Jax alone. He's just going to keep on pushing through. Where's Sko going to go? He's going straight into the waiting hands of Random. Gets the jump, gets the slam. Counter-strike, not going to quite proc in the right time. A great knock-up coming out there from Zhao. It manages to try and stop them. Vex is back from base, and he comes back in. Zhao goes down. Vex has been back and healed up and come back full hit points, looking for that isolate on Clue.
I mean, Stu, you saw right there why the Kartik...
The Void Spike's doing as much as they can from Vex, and he is going to start leashing out that Dragon. Obviously, we have in the top lane, Seven just continuing to shove that wave in.
Who's going in?
He joins the party with Stan United here, which he's going to. He's coming down onto Vex. Vex has been isolated from this one.
He's gone.
Never quite can't quite catch him, but it doesn't matter. That means the jungler is out of there. Random's had to back out of the fight. Cole's going to get picked on. He's going to be the focus fire at the moment, Seven, and Random trying to do what they can.
Oh, the flash!
The flash taunt comes across. Sko's going to be next. Random looking for the counter-strike. Gets it. Manages to land it down. That's a pounce in, and Vex can try and isolate once again here. Will get Seven down. Random comes in. The counter-strike, has he got it ready?
Seven!
Yes, he does. The counter-strike lands.
Watch out!
Penta! In all trouble. Can he get the Penta through? He's going to get left.
Yeah!
The Penta kill in Valencia from Seven.
Game number one, he brings out the Shen jungle. Seven has always been the player that's like question marks. Is he going to perform on the main stage in Valencia? He comes out with a pentakill in game number one.
Shen, bro. Wit's End Shen. It was actually...
Stan United again.
Snitch and Seven back to the party on Don, and that's the problem. Don is just not being allowed any time to get away with this fight, and you can see, well, he is just an absolute unplayable monster right now. Vex has been forced out of the fight. He's not getting involved. In comes the counter-strike, and I gotta be honest, formulation, they fell out of this game now.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit too far behind this point. Quo is just going to be forced out too. Skau trying to desperately provide enough respite for his team to back out. Zawa's over the wall.
A little mistake. It's all right. It's all right, Random. He can let him get away with that one. And that's going to be the Dragon going their way. It will be the Elder, of course, for Rix as well here.
And Random is so strong at this point as well. He can just run around a team fight and do whatever he wants to. Doom being able to survive onto the back line. Snitch as well there. Seven's going to join in. It's a 5 versus 3 at the moment. Elder Drake going to be secured by Rix unless Vex can somehow flash and dash onto the Elder, but no, Elder Dragon really go for a lot of burst damage. So he doesn't go for the protect enchant for the team. He instead goes for more protection.
They know it's happening.
Oh, they bind onto Vex!
Vex got caught in the light binding. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Snitch did get caught out, but he's managed to survive through it. But Kingston comes to Stan United. Galio managed to come in and slam, make a mark, but it's not going to be enough. Snitch will take him down. Meanwhile, we can see in the kill feed, Seven is popping off once again, forces them away.
Double the first game, because I was thinking maybe we see like Darius jungle that did get the buff, but instead we see Shen jungle.
This is your time, Don. This is
the TP comes in as well from Vex.
Manages to try and go in,
very low. They could do this.
Out, try and leash it through. They're not going to port it. Oh, who got the spike down?
Nice.
Of course, Seven gets it down. Don is going to get picked off. Look at that aggression.
Oh my God, the shield.
Look at the size of the shield onto Clue as the Stan United comes in from Seven. And now the God is unleashed. Zawa Cyclones to try and get away, but he's going to get caught in a taunt. There's nothing he can do with the Seven monster. 13, 14, 1 and 6 now as he continues to grind on through. He's going to try and tank the tower up. That may be one too far, but he still manages to survive as he stasis.
Shields are going to come in as well. The Elder Dragon is gone, but now they have the Baron buff to try and finish this game. They take out one inhibitor. They're going to try and finish this first game.
They've only got the double cannons. That's all they've got. Here comes the conga line in the next one. That's a great pull-in, actually. That's a little dangerous for Rix, and they may get caught out here, but no, look at the damage. The taunt comes across once again from Seven. Seven continues to just munch his way through the formulation team and finishes the game. Random in the end there, but a 15-1-6 jungle from Shen. I don't think I'd ever seen in my League of Legends career, a Wild Rift career, but a 15-1-6 from Seven. Absolutely bonkers from the jungler.
You see a little fist pump from Seven right at the end there. You saw it on his camera, he just kind of went...
Till the last pick. He used to be, was like such a high ban priority for so long.
I think this is actually Diana for Vex in the jungles. Obviously, the Yasuo is already picked for the mid lane.
Of course,
so it's probably going to be Diana jungle for Vex, which is a carry jungler, which we've seen played before. Shout out to Kasim, by the way. I see him in the crowd. So, I mean, it's one of Don's specialties. He has a poster behind him back at home, back when he's playing at home, but he's playing in Valencia now. Don mid on the main stage.
So here we go, game 2. This is obviously for a place in the final for Rix. If they come out on top in this game, they're going to get straight through to that finals. Everything happening today, by the way, as well as the third, fourth place playoff matchup, which will be following the Parla versus Viv game. Which will be straight up after this.
Invest their resources early to get their side lanes ahead. But overall, Zawa, let's be looking after that. Overall, you know, the formulation have the tools to deal with Rix like they did previously. It's just about when and where they choose to go.
Early roaming coming out from Clue here, but I don't think he was expecting Skull and Vex to both be there. Zawa, I don't think he even got a hit there. He did. He got an assist goal off that as well. So First Blood once again going over the...
was actually very, very smart. Predicted the dash away. Caught now, no flash, he's caught.
Yeah, he's not getting away from that one. So the exhaust goes down as well. Random and Doom combining to get themselves their first kill of the game.
It's so difficult to step up if you're Quor in the mid lane, especially when you're by yourself and the support is roaming around. Already had to blow its flash. Zawa had to use his flash as well, so Random's just getting flash after flash. He's like, I'm going to use my own flash.
Reversal, depth
might have needed it now. Oh, Sko!
Sko was trying to look towards the prediction to see if any help was coming from Doom there, but didn't happen.
Flash diff. If Random had flash staying, maybe we would have lived. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true. A bit about the flash from earlier on, yeah.
A full roam from Rix coming up towards to try and save this mid lane tier 1.
Well, Snitch is going to be there. Doom's going to try and catch him through. He's going to get the root down on Dom.
Oh, the binding!
Oh, look at the counter coming through. Doom's in all sorts of trouble. He gets picked off. It's a 2-0 so far. They may be able to get 7 down. They get the binding down as well. He gets exploded. And Clue drops as well. A 4 for nothing.
There's 2 towers to 0 at the moment for Rix. They do have a lot of gold.
Oh, Clue.
Oh, though, Clue.
Go. He's got the depth charge down. In comes Vex. Goodbye.
Give you so much mid lane, so Rix are actually going to get all 3 outer towers before formulation even get 1. 7 tier as well.
Ulti off, and Quo gets caught out. Now, are they going to be able to back away from this? The tower goes down.
The towers, but the golds are even. So, you know, you look at formulation, they've got a load of standing gold left in the map. Clue has to be a little careful here.
He gets the shield up this time.
I don't know, I just don't think Rix... Oh, that's a brilliant ult.
Oh, Snitch!
Snitch committing. They're looking for the fight. Both teams looking for the fight. Glacial Pitcher catching 3 of them. Is it going to be enough? In comes the bindings as well. Clue tries to back away from this one. Random looking for the world ender. Not going to happen. He managed to put it down, but he didn't quite get the kill that he was looking for on Sko.
Snitch actually could have got caught out.
Again, putting a lot of stock in Snitch in the side lane here, but we have the ultimate, and he's going to be... I think he's dead.
Oh, great stasis time in.
This is going to be enough to try and get him out of it. Yes, he will. Clue comes in. The rest of the team are collapsing as well. They've got to run away from this one. They need to get going. You can see the collapse coming through. Don will come across. Glacial Fisher lands. Don's going to be the focus target. Seven will catch him off guard. Now Zawa will be the focus. He tries to use his Cyclone to get away, but is it going to be enough? I'm not too sure. Oh, no, because Random comes in. Can't quite lock them down. Now Random's in trouble. He gets his stasis up. Clue gets in to try and get the scan aside, but it's not quite enough. They get caught as well as Don and Sko versus Random, the only 3 to go down so far.
Yep.
Snitch actually lived in the end. I
thought had about 1 hit.
I think Sko actually auto-attacked someone else and not Snitch in the end, so that was the difference between Snitch
and using the Herald there.
XLT!
Because that's a great pull-in Moonfall was fantastic, but is they got the follow through? It looks like they will, but I tell you what, Seven and Random are still putting the damage down. Seven finally falls now.
Hook again!
Double the hook once again. The dredge line has been spectacular from Sko, proving why the Nautilus has been banned multiple times.
And that is the wombo combo we were looking for. The beautiful flank from Zawa to set up Vex, and Vex gets a 5-man ulti into the Yasuo ulti from Don. The wombo combo that Formulation were looking for. There's nothing they can do to stop this Baron, and this is why Rix can't win out in a teamfight situation.
Would get a lot. You know, most teams with Baron, like I mentioned, they want to try and get inhibitor towers to get that consistent pressure. They're going to try and catch up Vex.
That's going to turn around. They're going to get flanked around here. Vex is the target. Random's going to get picked out. The double knock comes in Sko. But what's going to happen here? Clue gets picked off. Random's going to go down. It's a 2 for 0. No response whatsoever to Sko. Is just simply
Sko's still alive.
Sko is attacking about. The stasis comes out as well. Still down in the bot lane.
Wait, Vex dashed in.
Vex has gone in. Yeah, Vex is committed for this one.
No ulti.
Caught, but didn't ulti through.
Some big ults down now.
Yeah, Moonfall already used. Glacial Fissure available from Clue. Where's the rest of the team? Random's now here. Snitch is here. Everybody's looking to come around.
Health.
Clue's going to hold on. It's going to go the way. The Elder Dragon, and now this could be all sorts of trouble for Rix. Doom goes down along with Clue. And that is surely going to put paid to any chance they have here with the Elder Dragon buff on all 5 members.
Elder Dragon, I think, secures his victory for Formulation. I think they can either just go towards the Baron if they want to, or they can even try and end the game. I think the safe option is to go for Baron here, but it looks like they want to try and get him to... Oh, Vex! Flashes in. They're just going to try and end the game right now.
It's a response from Vex, I feel, after the last game when obviously we saw 7 popping off. Vex delivers himself 7-0-9 performance and the game for Formulation. We are going the distance in game 1 of Valencia. Rix GG is swept aside in this one with Formulation's team fighting prowess.
I'm worried now for Rix.
I'm worried.
I'm very worried for Rix now. Once again, they come onto a land stage. Obviously, this is not a best of 5. This is a best of 3. It's 1 game left between these two, and then they go to the grand final.
Some adaptations that I really didn't like. You put 7 away from a impactful jungler. Morgana's not parrying.
Yeah.
I'm just going to spam Q and hope that I never have to fight.
There is so much to talk.
Let me press my ult.
There is so much to talk about. I mean, the lockdown and the CC that Formulation can bring out on the side of Rix as well. I think the big thing is everything has to be on Snitch. As you mentioned, Excound, game number 1, game number 2, he did to play. I was going to say something else. I don't know
anyone. There's a rather popular Danish top mid laner that played Malphite all the time, and I always teased him on it. It's basically it's the only thing you can play because it's very easy. Yeah, I mean,
Harley against Twisted Fate.
It's a rough laning phase for Snitch, but obviously as the game progresses.
I mean, Snitch has to perform this game. He has to make the Destiny count, his ultimate count. He has to make the Roams count. And we've seen multiple times that Random has been the focus for Rix. They've tried to get Random ahead multiple times. But the problem is, it's so difficult to tower dive a Malphite. You're tower diving a Malphite that could maybe potentially knock you up or even just go...
Vex already realizing the danger.
Oh, there's a ward.
Walk straight into it. The ward.
Look at the level. Vex
is a slam down. Snitch is in with the gold card. Will catch him. Can they finish this one off? Random should be able to get the damage down, and he does. First blood goes their way, but what's going to happen? Zawa comes in. He gets his ulti down. 7 in also trouble.
There's a Destiny.
He gets caught out. The Destiny goes down, and he's in trouble.
Dear.
Snitch will fall, surely. He's got the minions. He tries to get out, and he does.
It's the Don show again. Game number 2 is the Yasuo. Game number 3 is the Akali. Tall, unless they're going to look towards getting team fight.
Down we go.
Soon as well.
Trouble. Snitch comes down to try and help out. The Destiny does get used.
He's killed him.
But it's not going to matter because Vex is just destroying them. He could get one more cleave straight in here. Cole not going to get it down though.
Oh my god, the healing actually from buff to his second ability, and his healing now on the second ability, you saw it there, got a huge massive buff, and that means that you get more healing now, which means not only do you get more, you also get more damage as well with the second ability, and they've used it perfect. Rift Herald does go up though, Zawa's just jumping in!
They're coming in, but he gets the counter straight in there. Is it going to be enough? The tower hits coming through. Clue's going to try and slow them down. Zawa should fall to the tower damage. No, he doesn't. Clue's still surviving somehow. Don's in trouble now. He's going to try and get around there, but that's going to be 2 for 0 in the end. They do save the tower. The flash comes through from Sko. He will get out. Seven's going to try and chase him down. Random comes back around.
Side of the map.
Seven's going to catch him out. They're going to chase him down. There's the barrel. Sko gets caught. He's in trouble. He will fall. So in the end, the trade was good. They managed to
Look at Qual.
save the tower in the middle.
He got stopped. Qual got stopped. Qual got stopped. He was trying to backport in the jungle side of Rix, but he actually got caught out by the Kai'Sa. Doom ulting in as well. It's another kill. Random potentially getting another really nice Calypso from Rix, and again they get the first tower of the game in the Baron
Seven's
lane.
here, Seven's coming for it. Don's going to try and get away, and he will do. Yeah,
the wave clear is not great from Rix.
Claps coming in. It's going to be a 4v2, trying to collapse around. The Random's going to stick around the tower, and Aatrox is very hard to move off a tower, in fairness. See what he can do here. He will get taken down. Zawa's tanking it through at the moment. The Malphite's so strong. Sko's gone the wrong direction here. Zawa's going to get caught out as well. He will fall. It's actually a 2-for-1 in favor of Rix again.
I mean, if you're formulation, I mean, maybe they get a catch on to Don here.
The stun on Don, they get the stun down and
Hook?
Oh, the hook not going to land, but he's actually stuck around, and now he's going to get slowed as well. Can he get the gold card out in time? No.
I mean, for formulation there, they go for the tower dive, but they could have easily just taken the mid lane tower. If he goes into the hybrid build, or maybe he goes into the new item and Lord Dynamic's regard.
We haven't been engaged onto Seven.
Seven's going to try and get away from this one. He's used not enough. Random's going to back away from this as well, so that means the jungler down. What are they going to turn this advantage into? Random is not done yet, though. He wants to force them back.
There are a few ulti downs for formulation.
Catches the damage onto Zawa. That's going to be...
Oh, dude's on top!
Get caught by it. Oh, but he goes straight into the Dom, and Dom will say, thank you very much. Scout is going to get dropped off. No, the card not quite enough damage, and now Clue's trying to back away from this one, but he's got no tower to back through to. It is a 3-for-0 currently, and that can turn into a Baron. Herald Baron.
So greedy to try and keep that fight going. And then Doom gets caught on the very edge of the Karma ultimate coming out from Quo. And that is another gold injection to an Akali.
Who we've not seen before. Seven is actually all caught by himself.
Yeah.
Actually, he's going to get rooted. He's gone.
He's gone. They've got the jungler.
Wait, he says that?
Yeah, is he going to get away? He's still hanging on in there. Finally, Skull turns around. Now Vex gets his attention onto Snitch. Tries to pull the gold card. Gets it onto Skull. Not the target they wanted.
He's trying to kill him.
Coming down. Don turns around. He manages to get Doom down in the backside. So with the river plays already gone down, Random has to back away. They can't do anything with this.
Yeah, it's a 3-for-1. Formulation could just turn around and take this dragon if they were overextended.
The last two fights have come from Simply 7 getting caught.
Oh, they're trying to go in onto Vex.
They've got Vex. They've actually caught him, but he's tanky. Yeah, absolutely. There's not a lot of damage coming through, and now
it comes Dawn.
Random in trouble. Random has managed to get the dance slammed down, but oh, he's been left alone. But look at Vex going off. Vex is going deep. He's got a little too deep.
Oh, he's alive! Oh!
He gets away with 1 HP and manages to survive. And
they're just trying to stop Vex.
Yeah, Clue Dredgeline. He's actually caught Vex off of the back line. They're going into the pit as well. It's a 3v4.
Oh,
3v4, and he steals it out. That's gonna be disaster for Rix. I don't think they can come back from this.
The sub from Formulation. Zawa comes in. He plays Malphite. He uses the ultimate onto the Baron. He steals it. Triple Dragon for Formulation. They can end the game right here.
They're going to straight up end the game.
They can end it right here. The wave is coming behind them and is tanking through the turret. They've got the cannon minion. The second wave is coming through. This could be Rix going out. Not even going to make the finals. They thought they got a chance when Queso was stepped aside, but Formulation have come in and got revenge from the group stage. The biggest game they had, they lost on such a pivot, and Formulation have done it. They're into the finals. Incredible scenes here at DreamHack Valencia.
I'm shocked. I don't know what to say.
Stu, cast the curse is real, mate.
Time and time again, Origin Series, WREC, Rix were always the favorites. Rix were like, you know, coming into it, they're always like, okay, we're going to win this one, we're going to win this one, we're going to win this one.
I told you that anything other than a win for Rix here is a rough end.
Potentially, this is like the final time that we could see, you know, Rix on this
need for balanced team comps, but it isn't 100% necessary, mostly because, you know, unless you're going up against a super tank, then, you know, you're not going to build a massive amount of armor on any of these particular champions, maybe except for Galio. The other thing is to consider that we haven't really considered is it could technically be AP Varus. It is a really big step for them. We're going to see loading into the first game here, G. G? I called you G.
Yo, G.
Yo, what's up, G?
Old dog in the corner here. Yeah. Interesting setup, and as you mentioned, obviously Parla getting comfort picks, which could actually favour them, because the best way to start an event, I always feel, best way to start a tournament, a league, anything like that, is to go with what works best for you, what comfort picks you can pick up, and they've got just about everything they wanted here.
Interesting enough that the
A bit careful, he has got Heste in support here, so Heste is going to sit to try and support this tower dive, but they will go for it.
Oh, the clone!
They've actually caught the clone off. They're going to be able to finish it off here. No, because Labunya's taking too many tower hits. And Heste once again doing Heste things. Yeku actually may get Flankton down as well. It could be a 2 for 0. Flankton will fall, but Yeku might go with it. Heste comes in. Can he save the day again? He might get another kill. Heste gets the dodge. Tries to get it down and does. It's a double for Heste.
Best support EU, baby. Great roam from
The
Heste.
clone. Patterson played that so perfect, and this is why Patterson plays Wukong over and over again. He plays his champion.
Oh, a
Heste,
showstopper down, and
baby.
Flankton goes again, and it's another kill for Set as well. So Heste gets a third.
He even goes for Proto Belt. We didn't even know this is Zed Jungle.
Yeah.
Oh, right, we didn't even talk about
We didn't even
that.
talk about Zed Jungle.
I glazed over. I assumed you talked about it while I was talking to the producer, but it doesn't matter. Lonely Kid once again Flankton in all sorts of trouble, and it's another for Heste.
I don't know why I was going with that sentence, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I just finish my sentence and go.
Tower before 7 minutes, so there we go.
And gold onto Yeku, Heste mid lane.
Showstopper onto Katse. Isn't going to be enough to follow through though, because Jasha's going to get focused by Labunya. Labunya's got too deep on the tower. Second tower hit's going to come through. Third tower hit will do the job. And it's actually
Unstoppable.
Heste that obviously picks up the kill.
Oh, he ulted the clone!
Lonely Kid, oh no! Oh no! The playful trickster of Patterson doing the Lonely Kid completely. Oh, you hate to see it.
Patterson's. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for like Black Cleaver.
Oh, he's just going straight in there. Why not? Showstopper, goodbye. Labunya, you're not getting the red buff, I'm afraid. He goes down. Lonely Kid also forced away from that one. That's the pure.
Just take the Rift Herald before. If even get here.
They need to get it quick though, because Yeku's the only one that's keeping them at bay. They will take the Herald. They got the Herald last time. They've
they're just going in on a status timing.
That's a bad choice though, I feel. The Cyclone coming out from Patterson. Patterson's going to get taken down. The culling.
Here comes Heste!
And Heste comes in now. Can he lock them down? Labunya flashes away. He gets taken low. That's going to be Zefta chasing through. Zefta should be able to get Nakaris down. The pop will go through. There we go. It's going to be Heste. Can he get one more lockdown? Doesn't have the showstopper available anymore. They back away from that one. They did manage to, of course, get the Herald, but the problem is...
They know Labunya's there.
Heste's coming. Heste's coming. Try and get away. The showstopper brings you back in. And that's going to be Labunya going down. No, he's got enough to shield out of this one. Heste actually goes back in for it. Cyclone from Patterson doing enough. Look at that damage.
Chains of Corruption.
Nakaris suddenly coming through. And now Yeku gets involved. Flankton caught over the Chains of Corruption. He can't get away. And you can see Yeku wants to get the Hyper Blast, and he gets it. He got the double.
Insane play from Yeku in the end. That Chain of Corruption from Jash as well was so good. It spread time and time again. Lonely Kid split pushing in the bot side, but I don't think there's much you can do. You can't trade inhibitors at this point of the game. This is going to be a free inhibitor. Labunya's trying to clear the wave, use the stasis. This inhibitor's just gone.
He's got a flash, doesn't need it, doesn't use it, not going to get away, locked up. And, well, while that's all happening, you can see Lonely Kid's trying to do what he can. Actually, Lonely Kid's
Tree damage as well.
Oh, yeah.
Aces bot side.
Uh-oh, Lonely Kid, you're in trouble, son. Yeah, time to dash,
no.
time to dash. Not got anywhere to go with this one. He gets the help. I mean, I think that's just gifted another kill with Flankton coming in, to be honest. Rest of the team now come in. Katza's there. Can they turn this around? Have they got the damage? Well, they've got one. Can they get any more from this one? I don't think so. I don't think there's simply too much of a diff now between the two teams and Labunya. Yeah, that all Chains of Corruption just missed. Heste going back in once again, tries to catch them down. They will put it back to the tower. Oh, and in the end, the Zed catches it. Zefta gets him.
Lost a turret.
GA does get proc though, which is pretty big for
Just to rain arrows in from the back.
Oh, hello. We've come
caught.
straight back into it. Zefta has been caught here. Labunya managing to tank them out, but he will get caught out the side. That Cyclone catching all of Parla off guard there. Patterson Trickster in the end there, doing enough to completely catch them off guard. Lonely Kid's still lingering.
It gives them some resistances. They're going to have a dragon stacked up already, but as you mentioned, I just don't think they win these team fights. They're 2 gold diffed right now.
They're stacking up for the Cyclone at the moment. They've got to be careful.
Oh, Heste!
Goes in. Wow, Labunya just got melted, flanked and picked off. Katza's not going to get away from this one. Nakaris exhausted and locked up on the backside. Zefta will finish him off. Nakaris will go down to Yeku here as well. And that could well be game, ladies and gentlemen. A dominant start from Viv.
Patterson goes absolutely crazy in the player cam as well. They're feeling pumped after this one. A very, very dominant game for Viv, and they've got the top lane wave as well, and I think this is the end of game one.
Yeah, they could just go straight for the Nexus. And honestly, from the start to finish, a 6-1-14 Heste was definitely a huge differential coming into the start of that game. Started off, it was 5-0 for a long time in there. Some very incredible play. Focusing on the Baron lane, shutting down Lonely Kid, the big win condition for Parla was nullified.
You mentioned it. Yeah, there is so much flexibility here. And Vayne gets locked in for Jash. Blinking heck.
Wow.
That seems risky to me versus the comp that he's playing into.
I believe we've said this in the group stage. I don't like Heste not being on an impactful support.
I don't like Heste on non-playmakers.
I mean, the thing is that we've seen how well Jash can perform as well at the same time.
True.
I think he proved it throughout the entire possible onto Jash. But I think with this Vayne pick, he does have a lot of mobility, though. He does have a lot of mobility to move around team fights, especially against the likes of, Yone and Diana and Nautilus. That's going to be dashing around a lot. I think if Jash can perform well, he could be the main carry for Viv to close out the series.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, there's plenty of threat from Viv across the board.
For sure.
Like, you've got AP, Gragas in the jungle. We know how impactful that can be. Yekwi on a super nullifying pick. Like, this is almost an impossible matchup for Diana to play effectively. Garen just bonks her on the head, and she can't really trade back very well at all. So, Yekwi playing.
Well, it is going to be the Rift Herald that both are fighting for, so they're definitely going to set something up here. Flank.
Oh, Flankton,
deep on this one. That's a great engage, though. It's going to force him away. You can see
Diana ulti.
Just try and do what he can. The Diana ulti does indeed do the damage. And that is going to be a 3-for-1, sorry, because Flankton did go down early on. And I've got to be honest, Jasha and Heste were very lucky to get away from that one as well. If they don't completely back away, they may well lose out here. They are juggling the aggro on the Herald. They are even going to get some plates off the mid lane.
It looked like an absolute disaster, really, for Parla. Completely in Parla's favour. You need to wait for... Oh, the binding hit as well!
Catches on to Jasha. Jasha's gone. There's nothing you can do. Now, something that we know you need from a Vayne is they have to be fed. They have to be given time, and that is... Okay, so Herald mid, trying to distract mid. Doesn't look like Parla are going to fight it. They've got to be respectful of that, because that could turn into a double tower push if they're not careful. They're instead just going to distract and try and catch them off guard. Flankton being the main man, looking for it, finds it, gets the hook onto Jasha there. That's the one they were looking for. In comes the rest of the team.
That's a good ult.
Parla, though, getting locked down. Yeku gets himself one, but Patterson...
Jasha's still alive.
Yeku's still low. Patterson getting the damage down, and this has gone very wrong. Lonely Kid finally gets involved, and that should be Yeku down. Can turn onto Zephyr, was able to get it flashed away. But it was actually a 2-for-1 in favour. Not done yet. Zephyr goes down. That's a double for Lonely.
As a jungler dead for Viv, that means they can't even turn towards the dragon if they wanted to. Labunia is also dead for 10 seconds, but Parla feels strong enough that they can take this dragon. No one from Viv can actually walk up to this at all. And that's 2 dragons now over to Parla. 4,000 gold lead, and Lonely Kid is popping off.
The man who needed to pop off for Parla 3 straight away. So you might feel that you can use stasis and then just dive into your ultimate and try and sort of juke the enemy out. Yeah. Gone into a 1-3-1 though for Parla. They're saying, okay, well, Lonely Kid's strong. We know that Nacris is strong. Let's just going for a 1-1
again.
Oh, that's a dodgy fight though. I'm not too sure, but look at Lonely Kid coming around the backside. He goes straight onto Heste. He tries to pull away. Yeku's getting focused, but he's already taken Labunya down. Flankton walks away from this one. This is going very well for Viv at the moment.
Oh, the body slam!
Singled out, and it was a real split fight. Here comes Nacris and Capsa. They both come in. Lonely Kid's still alive at the backside.
She's still alive as well.
Dash it back in.
Oh, the binding!
Turns it back around, but Jash is popping off. He's going to get Capsa down, and it's the ace going Viv's way. What an insane fight.
What did I just watch, man? Like, that was absolutely disgusting. Back and forth all over the place.
It's still broken. You can increase the price to however amount you want. 1,000 gold. Everyone will still buy it.
I really like stasis into Vayne as well, because as long as if you can stop the third proc of true silver bolts.
Oh, they're going to go in for the fight again.
Lonely Kid's the one that goes in, tries to lock up the damage. Where's the damage coming from? Flankton's getting melted. Jasha's just rolling away and completely nomming his way through the team.
Jasha's going to clean it up.
To get one, but Jasha is still in there. He's managing to get the damage down. Heste finally goes down. Now Jasha gets picked up. This could be game.
That's going to be game. I mean, Josh actually kind of wastes the stasis.
Yeah,
caught by the Diana ulti, yeah.
I was going to call it. He wasted the stasis. He wasn't being threatened at the start of that fight. And then by the time the Diana ultimate came out, he pulled him right back in. I think they're going to go straight for the end here.
They can end the game. 30-second death timers. I think we're going to another best of 3.
I think so. This is definitely a turnaround. It was a dominant first game from Viv. We talked about it. We love to see Heste on a more impactful champion as that support. Yes, it's a support, but my God, he can make a big difference. And he just had 0 impact here on the Karma. But take nothing away from Parla. They played into what worked for them. They had problems in game 1 where Lonely Kid was completely focused. This game, he dominated that Baron lane.
Lonely Kid was insane this game. Such a better performance from Lonely Kid, and it just shows, if he doesn't get pressured at all, then he can easily 1v1 anyone in the Baron lane. He got so far ahead this game as well.
Given the mantle of Yone, where you have to kind of pop off to really make it felt, he really did. And that last fight, you mentioned it, the 5 stasises came in clutch. There was a really great stasis. I think it was from Labunya. He stopped the Garen ultimate damage.
Lucian going into mid then.
Yep, Lucian mid lane, which means that it's going to be Lucian against Diana matchup. So not the best for Diana in the early game. I think Yaku is going to have a lot of pressure. And I think that mid-jungle combo of that Lucian and Lee Sin can put on a lot of pressure on Viv, and especially, the top side as well. And if we can see Heste roaming around like he did in the first game, I really feel like Viv have the early game advantage.
Lots of money on the line here in the Snapdragon Pro Series, powered by Samsung Galaxy, as we go live once again onto the Rift for Viv Esports up against Parla.
Welcome to Wild Rift. It's always in my head at the start of the game.
It's because it says it at the start of every game.
I know it does. I always say it. I don't know why. It's like,
welcome to Wild Rift.
Does she still work at Riot, the woman that did the voicing? I don't think she does. I mean, obviously she did the League of Legends one 10 years ago, 12 years ago now.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, neither do I.
That's the one. There you go then.
So Patterson's going to have to burn Ghost. Luckily, Ghost's pretty short cooldown for a summoner.
Yep.
And you'll see good little attempt from Flankton to put pressure on. It started in London.
It started in London when the games are that boring, yeah. The British crowd, of course. Yaku, you're in trouble here, son. I don't think you're going to get away with this. And then Nakras even takes the honey fruit away and says, nope, not I'm having that. So, first blood.
Probably has a voice dice. Rift Herald used in mid lane, and that gives the pressure over to Viv, which means they can try and rotate. Look at Lonely Kid's positioning though. Lonely Kid is just waiting in the back line. Oh, the hook flash misses again!
Flash misses, that's going to be the showstopper going in. It was Flankton was the target, but Viv are falling left, right and centre. Zepter's in all sorts of trouble. Flankton even comes in against him, and they can turn back on towards the Dragon. That was all Parla wanted, and they get themselves a very easy ace.
It's formulation vibes all over again.
Quickly the rest of the fight. So another great fight for Parla, and honestly they're in control now.
Well, they're trying to bait them in, but they don't realise that all of Parla are actually here. This is actually a real problem for Viv here. They have to back away from this one. They've not realised that 4 members of Parla are coming in, and they are just going to catch them out. Heste tries to pull the showstopper and pull them away, but it is another 3-for-0 fight. 9.
Varus, you really want to be playing it a bit slower to try and pressure with those arrows. I mean, looks like we've got a done.
Oh, Lonely Kid under the tower. Takes them down, and that makes this a 4v4. Heste's in trouble. He goes down. The showstopper not working out. And then Diana goes off and pops. That's game. That is game. There's nothing they can do about this one. Lonely Kid's already taken down the inhibitor, so they are just going to get the whole team down here. The conga line comes in, and Parla, ladies and gentlemen, will be going through to the finals at DreamHack Valencia for the Snapdragon Pro Series finals, and they will be facing Formulation Gaming, and yet another turnaround victory. Parla back from 1-0 down to take it 2-1.
Insane performance by Parla. Lonely Kid again getting constant solo kills. Labunya on the Kha'Zix as well, showed in the last game. And he had the bot lane as well, I think Flankton as well, even though he missed a couple of hooks. The Nautilus was so much more impactful for him. And Katsei as well, and the Magana did his job. Such an insane performance from Parla.
Chain buff, guys. Chain buff.
Chain buff. Absolutely paying off. What a difference, really, honestly. From game 1, they looked a little shell-shocked. They had comfort picks. It didn't work out for them. Massive performance coming out, obviously, from Viv. But it wasn't to be, and Viv will fall down and face Rix in that 3rd-place playoff. That match will be happening after this one. But I think we're going to go over to the stage in just a moment to hear from these guys.
Jungle.
It's going to be, I think
it'll be Aatrox jungle, Zed mid, and Renekton top lane.
Really? Okay.
Or it could be Lonely Kid Zed, because Lonely Kid has played Zed before. Or it could even be Zed jungle. I mean,
it's a wide open. Yeah.
Prediction time, go.
I feel like,
gonna be?
as in, I feel like it's going to be Nakrez and Zed mid. I feel like you have to give Nakrez
Yep.
Zed mid. I think it's probably going to be Aatrox jungle and then Rex in top.
Yep, that's what I think as well.
Tomorrow we're going to have sticky feet. So apologies, Ark and Co. When they come in.
I dropped the monster on the floor.
Dropped a full one as well. He's unleashed his beast, ladies and gentlemen, all over the studio floor.
It's not too bad. It's only a
But let's actually get into the game. Let's talk about this.
Aatrox jungle.
Yeah, so it is Aatrox jungle. Let's have a look at that. Yeah,
I really want to talk about Aatrox jungle because I think as a jungler, Aatrox has a lot of pressure. Obviously, with the jungle changes, it allows champions like Aatrox, or even like we saw earlier, like Shen and even Zed to play in the jungle. But with Aatrox,
so Lebunya won't be too hard pressed to get that back up and available the next time he needs it. Though Lonely Kid here.
He can just slice and dice, flashes away, does get caught out by the kill, and that's going to be easy. Meanwhile, down the bottom, this is the fight we want to look towards. Nakrez is going to get focused. Oh, the Don comes back in. He will get taken down, though. Now Vex is in all sorts of trouble. Can he get a Flankton down? No. Flankton will walk away. Lebunya should be able to finish this one off. The shielding just about saving him, but of course, with no tower there, it makes the kill come through. 2 for 2.
3 for 2 across
this
the map.
needs to get priority. Formulation a little bit slow to this as well, so I think the Dragon actually might be gone before, you know, Zao and the rest of the team actually get here.
Lebunya's actually healing off the Dragon to go for the fight.
Looking to put the damage down on Sko, so we can't have that big impact that they're looking for. Let's keep our eye on it. Sko actually goes across, didn't have any impact. Lonely Kid, though, taken incredibly low. Will try and flash out. Don's going to get picked off on the side there. Still manages to survive. At the moment, it's just a 1-for-1. Vex will back away.
He's dead,
and everybody respects it. Yeah, the main thing is Don's down, but more importantly, Lebunya is down. Getting around that Dragon. Sko's already taken some damage. As I say, it's all about the engage, who manages to land the big hits. Sko doesn't have his ult just yet, will be back up in a moment. Unstoppable Force is also available from Zao as well.
They don't want to commit, they want the fight.
They're trying to go in. Clumped together, they're going for Zao. Zao's just going to get annihilated. Didn't even get a chance to use the ult. He couldn't get away from anything there. Taking the Malphite out before the fighting begins.
Still not over here for Formulation. They still have the rest of their ults.
It's a nice cleanse thing, but his Dragon's still low.
Vex got that broken blade. No, he's used it already. He hasn't got a Grable. Sko goes in. He gets caught out. Stasis is only going to be enough to buy him time. The rest of his team backs away, and now they have to let that go. So they're going to try and turn the pressure onto the mid turret. But you can see Parla are already turning. They're just leaving Lebunya to try and pick that up.
His ultimate attack, see, chain CCE, but nonetheless, I think Parla in.
That's going to be caught out. It's cool that got caught out the side there. Have they managed to take him down? No, gets away from it, gets the shield down. Lebunya now going to be the focused on. Skull's going to come in for it. Yeah, the black shield's going to be enough to slow him down. Lebunya's got to be careful. Obviously, as the Aatrox, he is that big front man, but he is also the main jungler. While this is all happening, Lonely Kid is still pushing top.
On split push duty, doesn't have the whole breaker, but still applying that pressure in the barrel lane, which means that they're...
Zao's coming in. Oh, they're clumped up. He's going for it. He missed it. He missed it completely. Doesn't work out for him. Going to get dragged back in there. There is still a very tanky unit. And now we can see Lonely Kid comes down to the party. Scar's going to be the focus. Stasis goes down. Will be enough to hold him off on the tower. He will fall in the end there, Scar, but it's just a 1-for-0 exchange.
They were all clumped up perfect for Zao's ulti there, but unfortunately he just missed. Lonely Kid goes back in again. Lonely
Kid's gone deep. His stasis is up. Where's the tower hits going now? Vex going to be the focus target on the side there. Lebunya picks off. They're going to get themselves Zao down. Cole goes as well. Vex will back away, and they juggle the tower really nicely.
Beautifully played. League of Stasis.
Flashes away from it.
I just love the aggression though from Parla. You know, they're playing.
Got back in for it here. Nakrez doesn't realise he's got Vex in there. It's going to be very close, but the Stasis again coming out on top.
Stasis again. I mean, that's the biggest counter to Zed, because if you can just time the Stasis so well, you can either just block all the extra damage you can get.
They can put pressure on mid though. They know there's only 3 here at the moment, so they will get the tower down. Well, can they just back away from this one? Lebunya should, and Zao once again not able to land that unstoppable force.
Tried it, but Lebunya in that ult, way too much movement speed as the Aatrox.
Zao's ultimate on the Malphite. So if Parla want to look for a team fight, now is a chance.
Going for it.
Skull trying to get in their faces, but look at Don being absolutely melted by Lonely Kid on the background there. Now he turns his attention to Quo. Lonely Kid is destroying the carries one by one. The rest of the team are focusing on the tanks. and Lonely Kid's done enough to separate them. There's multiple fights going on right now. Dom goes down, Cole goes down, that's it, they're all down. So the last man standing. This is going to be a full team ace for Parla. Dominant stuff in that team fight.
Look at Lonely Kid go, man. Even on the Renekton, this man pops off and is the difference maker for his team. Took Don out of the fight instantaneously. Took him out of the fight. Don had absolutely zero impact on that Akali. And IF Parla, they want to run it down for the win.
Absolutely, straight down the middle, 18 minutes gone. Parla will take themselves game one in the grand finals. They are just one match away from victory here. Huge performance from them against Formulation. Very tanky team comps, but a couple of big ult misses. And of course, the man that we expect to stand up, Lonely Kid, or the Lonely King,
Lonely
he's
King,
now referred to as, could well be taking his team to victory.
Again, for me, it's the top side of the map for Parla. Not only Lonely Kid, but
Labunya had a Gwen jungle, Garen for Zawa, and then it's going to be a Gragas
support
spot. Okay.
Yeah. Seems like it.
I did think it was risky putting Zara on the
Yes,
Gwen, so you know, it made a bit more sense. So this is actually going to be a Garen into Renekton matchup.
Garen's a lot more easier champion, right? Scoundrel?
Well, Garen is a super easy champion.
That's about as easy as it gets.
Literally the champion that I won tricks for ages.
All the way up to Grandmaster.
Especially mid-game, Renekton is a little more useful in that sense. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how Nakrez versus Don on the Zed Akali matchup goes, because of course Nakrez, a bit of an Akali specialist, but then Don also considered the same. So Don quiet last game though on the Akali, was shut down pretty effectively by Lonely Kid.
Yeah, absolutely. Lonely Kid just parried and chased all the way around there, especially in the last big team fight. But Nakrez put in a godlike performance on Akali in the league, and pretty fast. And you can see Labunya finally getting around there, realizing he could try and get a smite in. Not going to happen. Now, actually was picked up by Vex. Going to go fight for the scuttle grab instead.
Is everyone
over the wall?
Vex is going to get focused on the aggression. He's going to get dropped here, yeah. Needlework was put across, but not a great deal he can do from that. Now, can they try and force the issue on this mid turret? I feel that they can. They've got the minion wave. No, it's still only a long way coming, so doesn't give them any objectives.
15 seconds of Vex. The Dragon does come up in 30 seconds, and actually I think that was Don going in onto Labunya. So Labunya actually has to back away here, which means that they can try and get some vision around this second Dragon. If Formulation can pick up this...
Competing for it at this point.
They've got no vision there whatsoever either. And you can, like you say, Zawa and Don are only just coming out of base now, so they're going to be too late to this party. They shouldn't really...
Kind of slow, actually.
Final spark across the side. Well, they're only keeping 2 on it, right? They're just trying to hang it around. Vex is coming in. Might try and get in there. Needlework tried to steal it with that. Now they get Quo's on absolutely nothing. Needlework doesn't really land. Zawa gets focused out. He's been singled out. Nothing he can do to get away from that one, so he'll go down. They can turn this into a mid-turret. Don may actually get drawn back in here.
Oh, the hook!
Try and get the hook down. Is it going to be enough to knock him down, though? Labunya taken low. Oh, the cast blows him away. He's going to get stasis. Is it going to be enough to come out of the stasis and get away with this one? No, it doesn't look like it. Labunya taken incredibly low.
Oh, the binding!
The binding lands on Sko. Nakrez comes in. He can turn in. He can go back in. Oh, stasis comes through. Don's going to come back out. And it's a 4-for-0 and the middle turret and the Dragon.
That is a championship winning team fight, it feels like there for Parla. Brilliant stuff. The kid, Nakrez.
3 outer towers. They kind of committed a little too deep. This time, though, Zawa has been caught off guard. He's not going to be able to escape on the Labunya here. I don't think the Aatrox should be able to lock him down, and he will get him caught out there. The
Baron charge on the tower. Nakrez. Oh, it actually does hit the tower mid lane. Very surprised that he was able to get the tower there. But meanwhile, top lane is on fight.
Skal immediately gets engaged on. They're going to take down one. That'll be Don that picks up the kill there. Trade 1-for-1 really with Zawa having dropped down previously. But Lonely Kid.
And remember how the Formulation themselves are playing this discipline, but are they going to walk into a sneaky attack here? Flankton comes in, depth charge, where's he going to go? Sko's the one that's got caught out, he gets flashed away, no, he gets drawn back into it. Look at the backside, Nakrez finds himself onto Zawa, Zawa goes down, it's a 2-for-0 exchange so far, and now the Don, with the stasis, they can jump on him, he turns it back around, tries to use the ulti to exchange in there, Nakrez taken low though, final spark not landed. I don't think they're strong enough to try and take this.
I think it'd be risky to go for Baron here, but they're definitely going to at least try and set up for it.
They should know though that this Baron has been started because that ward over the wall. Vex is there as well. They're going to try and clear out some vision. Gets the ward into the pit. Parla are low though, they are very low, so they do have to be careful. And there's poke damage, yep, from the Lux.
So dangerous.
But the flank from Lonely Kid!
Lonely Kid goes back in onto him, gets the flank across the shield. Is it going to be enough? Lonely Kid status, Labunya taken very low. If Labunya drops, they can't do anything about it, but Vex is instead getting picked off. A beautiful team focus. They juggle the aggro so well, and Parla get them once again.
Lonely King comes down from his hill with the flank.
That actually carries Parla through to Turkish's first victory at LAN in Wild Rift. It's such an incredible performance, such an incredible moment for them.
I think Nakrez as well, having a banger performance on his Akali. Again, just picking his moments to go in. That will be the Elder confirmed now. And that does mean that we can set up for a Baron where it's going to be almost impossible for Formulation to want to fight this. Parla now start things up. They're going to take it down very quickly. You can see the Baron's health is evaporating. Lonely Kid not even joining the team, by the way, looking to split push for a potential take on the inhibitor.
There's two of them having to keep him there. They've actually engaged on Lonely Kid as well and tried to go in now.
Yeah, 2v1s them!
Wow. Wow, he actually catches him 2v1. Nakrez around the backside.
Vex is dead as well, this is it!
Nakrez gets another, goes on straight through. That's going to be Skull going down. Should get the triple onto Zaur as well. Zaur running to the tower, but that's not going to save you, buddy. I don't think so, and he will fall. The tower's got him. Oh, the stasis course, of course.
I think they've done it. They can end it through bot lane as well. The Turkish scene, rise for your champions, Parla. They've done it.
Absolutely incredible stuff. The Snapdragon Pro Series Finals winner, live in Valencia, will be Parla. A magnificent performance for the Turkish team, who have turned up and dominated their way through this final with a quick 2-0 victory. And it's all about the man in the Baron lane. The king has delivered.
No one thought they would make top 4. All the way through the group stages, they weren't even considered in the conversation. They take second, and they come into Viv. They think they lose to Viv. They beat Viv, and they take on Formulation in the final and absolutely dominate. What a performance from IF Parla. The Turkish scene, there is such a strong, vibrant Wild Rift Turkish scene as well. And finally to see them come out as champions is absolutely magnificent. What a performance from these guys. They deserve every moment of success. And they'll potentially be the last EMEA team to hoist a trophy at a LAN environment.
Absolutely fantastic stuff. I think we're about ready to go over to the stage to hear what they